In order to avoid the giant, the little girl quickly plunged into the cucumber, but unexpectedly the next second the giant directly picked up the cucumber and was about to put it in his mouth without saying a word. Fortunately, the kind old giant noticed this scene, immediately jumped up and grabbed her hand, and said that half of the cucumber was rotten and inedible. The giant, scared of having a stomachache, hurriedly tossed the cucumber, then agitatedly turned around and left the old giant's house. By the time the little girl struggled to crawl out from the cucumber, her body was already soaked in juice. Seeing the little girl's disheveled look, the old giant extended his hand for her to stand, and then placed her under the large tap and carefully rinsed her. He used his hand to block the water flow from injuring her. To prevent the girl from catching a cold, he carefully placed her by the stove and warmed her. Under the care of the old giant, the little girl quickly regained her adorable look. Then the old giant wanted to send her back to the humans' world, but he was unaware of the dangers involved. Because the old man was the shortest in the giant kingdom, he was often bullied by other giants, so he could only take advantage when the outskirts giants were napping to make his escape. In order to avoid these irritable giants, the old man did his best. Despite his extra caution, he was still discovered by a vigilant giant who immediately arrested him, ready for some amusement. Thankfully, the small girl was petite enough to not be noticed, and then she quickly hid inside a van. But in the next moment, soon the old man was furiously driven into the van. Simultaneously, a giant on the opposing hill was stepping on two junk cars. Before the old man could react, he was pushed over by the robust man along with the car. The healthy giant on the other hill swiftly rushed forward, but was unaware that he would have to pay a terrible price. Because the little girl was hiding in his right foot car, and seeing that she was about to get hit, the girl hurriedly turned the steering wheel, and then a joyous incident happened.